Hello friends, welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well. In today's Autodesk Sketchbook illustration, we are going to paint this very simple highway, fluffy cloud and some scattered cloud and a signboard. So not much, but at the same time you get to learn 4 elements today. And we are going to start off with our screen resolution, which is going to be 2860 into 2080. So we are going to paint the sky without using any brush. So what I am talking about is we are going to use the fill bucket option and we are going to select the second one, which is a linear option. If you look, there is a blue circle around the dark black shade. So you just have to click on this black color and then pick whichever color you want. Here I'm going to pick the darker shade of blue, the lighter shade of blue, and also I'm going to add a little more lighter shade of violetish color and then yellow color for the sunset here. So this is going to be very simple to paint a sky. You don't have to add few colors, blend, nothing. You get the exact image what you're looking for. Just you have to adjust the linear density of it where you want it to scatter around. So once you are done with this, you're going to get this free out of nowhere simple sky. So make sure to add new layer for our next step, which is we are going to draw a highway. So what we are going to do is we are just going to use some darker shade of gray. We are going to use coarse watercolor brush and I'm just going along the way. So half of the lower part, that 1/4 of the lower part, I'm just adding in the lighter shade of gray and adding more darker shade. On to the left, I'm adding a darker shade of green just to highlight the grass on the side of highway. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to use a blending brush to blend this all in a linear way from top to bottom rather than in a horizontal way so that it looks like a road or we are going to go by. So just take your time. These are going to be in 2x speed. So once you are done with the blending, you can actually try to bring the color on top like a tiny mountain at a distance. And so because you're driving the way, you're watching this beautiful sunset or sunrise, it's up to you. Comment down below what do you think. Is it a sunrise? Is it a sunset? It's up to you. I think it is going to be sunrise because we are making this a logo up. Okay, and so the night is settling down and the day is going to start. So we are going to go to my favorite step, which is to paint the clouds. So to paint the clouds, we are going to use coarse watercolor brush. Here I'm going to add two type of cloud. One is a scattered cloud on the darker shade. Like, yeah, now we are imagine the sun is going to rise, all this thing are going in your imaginations. Okay, here if you see, I have not added a layer. That's the reason I deleted the color which I have added. I added a new layer and then I started adding this scattered cloud. So here I have added a darker shade of magenta pink and the lighter shade of pink, and also I have used a mauve color here to add those scattered cloud as it is dispersing in the morning sun rays. So once I'm done, if you look at the lower side, that's where I'm going to add the fluffy cloud because you're watching this fluffy cloud of you are on your way towards your destination. So we have added the first layer of the cloud and we are using wash brush to blend this across. So this is the most easy step for me. I usually start blending the edge of the cloud, then the inside of the cloud, rather than bringing all in at one shot. So make sure to check the size, flow and strength of the brush because that is very important. Pause the video and follow the exact same thing. And also it depends on the stylus / Apple pencil you're using because it is all about the pressure you're going to put on the pencil to your screen. So make sure you use your light hand as you listed all this illustration because we are not going in a very harsh way here. I'm just checking if this color is nice or not, then I'm like, okay, fine, I'm happy with how the color it is because it's all the visualization and imagination you use in your art. I'm doing the same for the fluffy cloud. Here I'm going to bring in a circular way from inside to the outside so that it gives that fluffiness to our fluffy cloud. If you look on the right side of the illustration, you can see multiple layer. For this layer, I have added a layer beneath the cloud layer so that we are going to add this as a backdrop or behind the main layer of cloud. So this is going to be in the darker shade and then we are going to highlight this to look from a distance that there is fluffiness. If you have ever went on a highway and then look outside your window, you're definitely going to come across this. But definitely I don't think it's a pink and the purplish and all this thing is going to be there. but it's based on our aesthetic illustration. We are going to add all this. So I'm using a bunch of color here. I'm right now using light beige color for those highlights, and I'm going to add one more layer for the highlight layers specifically, and this has taken a bit longer than usual. So if you look, this will be in 8x speed. It's very fast, so take your time, slowly make it as you go by. You don't have to hurry. Also make sure to pause for the video and check the size and flow and strength of the brush, and you can slowly blend this out. I felt like if I have given some more time, I would have brought in more naturally fluffy cloud, but I feel like, oh, this is what I'm looking for, because I'm doing an illustration and you have to do every single day, and you're happy that at least with the blank canvas you're bringing this entire illustration together. Of course, when I'm talking about this, yesterday I posted my first podcast. I'll make sure to leave the link down below. Also click on the IQ card to actually go ahead and listen. I talk about how art is the discipline and why you should actually illustrate every single day. And moving to here, like I said, I have added a top layer above all the sky layer, and I'm starting to add highlight here with the help of course watercolor brush, and then again followed by wash brush from artist section. I'm going to blend this across. So take your sweet time. There is nothing to hurry, because this took me nearly 15 minutes to bring all this cloud together. I made the sky layer very easy, and I made the cloud layer difficult here. So sometimes the sky is difficult and the cloud is easy, but here we are, the show topper itself is the cloud. So take your time, enjoy the process. You don't have to actually do the exact same thing. You can change the color as you like. You can experiment along with the sky color. You can experiment with your cloud color, and you can actually make this illustration pretty easy. And also every Saturday there is a free weekly newsletter from my inbox to yours, where you can actually, I'm going to write 3 things I learned in a week, like a podcast, a book, and my illustration ideas and rest. And you can connect me over there. I'll leave the link down below. It's going to be a bigger art community, where we are going to bring in healthy community to be all together in one page and understand how everything attracts in life based on your perception and the rest. So here I'm slowly blending in, and it's taking me a pretty long time. So I'm just as aligning it as we are going through. So we are already in our fourth, which is to draw a signboard, and this is very simple. All I am doing is, with the help of fountain pen and the draw style line, I have drawn one line, and with the help of rectangle, I have drawn a rectangle box for the signboard, and I have added a color. Followed up, I'm just going to add shadow to the pool of the signboard, and then I'm slowly blending it across with the help of hairbrush. And I have also used so for the signboard, I have actually used for flow airbrush to actually add the darker shade there, because I felt like it is too light for the signboard. And with the help of fountain pen, I'm just going to write in start now, which is basically you don't have to wait any longer. It's just now or never. So, and with the help of glow neon, I'm going to add the dots across the alphabet, and also I've added an arrow where you can just, it's look like you're on a highway, like start now, or if you look like it's in a race. So this life is basically a race, and you don't have to be in hurry losing everything you really love, but actually take your time, like this art, illustrate at your own pace, but enjoy the entire process. That's what life is all about. But you all have to start now to be happy. Till the next one, take care. Bye bye.